family healthy lifestyle and edutainment radio station 107.3 Darling FM. Hello and welcome to the world news. I am Chidera, Rosecamille, Aneke. Here are the headlines. NAFDAC approves AstraZeneca vaccine usage in Nigeria as COVID-19 vaccine. Governor Hope Uzodinma warns youths at Ekukwowere market to desist from disrupting the progress of the projects. Egypt's petroleum subsides down to 45%. Details shortly. National Agency for Food and Drug Administration Control, NAFDAC, has cleared the AstraZeneca vaccine which arrived in Nigeria for usage in the country. National Primary Healthcare Development Agency disclosed this on its social media handle. It stated that after undergoing final assessment by NAFDAC, it has been confirmed that they have concluded their final checks with positive results. With these positive results, the coast is clear for the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency to go ahead with vaccination of Nigerians, starting with frontline health workers at the treatment center of the National Hospital, Abuja. Minister of Health, Osagi Ehanire, has disclosed that the COVID-19 vaccine is more than enough to go round for Nigerians. Ehanire made the disclosure today at the formal rollout of the COVID-19 vaccines at the National Hospital in Abuja. He noted the vaccination campaign will be in 4 phases and will align with the planned arrival of vaccine in batches.
The vaccination campaign will be in 4 phases and will align with the planned arrival of vaccines in batches. Each phase targets a specific segment of our eligible population to ensure equity in the vaccine deployment. The defined frontline healthcare workers are prioritized globally for vaccinations against COVID-19 due to their higher exposure to the risk of infection with COVID-19 in the course of duty. It stands to reason that this protection is not only for their own sake, but also for our own sake, since any one of them absent due to illness means, again, a depletion in their ranks and can forebode staff shortage. It therefore makes sense to cater first to those who cater to us.
Ehanire explained that each phase targets a specific segment of the eligible population to ensure equity in the vaccine deployment.
The next prioritized group are those who, if they become infected, are at higher risk of severe disease. These are the elderly and the vulnerable, as defined by presenting with pre-existing conditions like obesity, diabetes, chronic kidney, respiratory, and heart disease, and cardiovascular diseases and other medical conditions as identified by their doctors. Ladies and gentlemen, all eligible groups must get vaccinated as and when due, while the non-eligible groups should respectfully await their turn. The vaccines are more than enough to go around. Persons under 18 years and pregnant women are for now not eligible except they have been medically certified as vulnerable due to one underlying ailment or the other. The reason for them not being generally eligible now is because there is no scientific assessment yet.
He said the frontline health workers have been prioritized globally for vaccination against COVID-19 because of the risk involved in their jobs. President Muhammadu Buhari is scheduled to decorate the nation's new service chiefs today. The decoration, which will hold inside the presidential villa Abuja, is coming after the 2 chambers of the National Assembly had confirmed the service chiefs' nominations. Those to be decorated include the Chief of the Defense Staff, Major General Lucky Irabo, Chief of Army Staff, Major General Ibrahim Atahiru, Chief of Air Staff, Air Vice Marshal Isiaka Amo, and the Chief of Naval Staff, Rear Admiral Awal Gambo. Governor Hope Uzodimma has warned youths who play host to the popular Ekuku Owerri market to desist from disrupting the progress of the projects at the market and embrace peace. This was disclosed by the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Honorable Simon Egbebulam, during the meeting he had with the youth leaders of the host communities to intersect between them and the project developers.
This opportunity to thank His Excellency, our dear Governor, for this wonderful project because, like I said, it's a right step in the right direction. Bringing that market back to the Owerri indigenes, it's a very good thing. The last administration demolished that market. That demolition was an illegal demolition.
Also, the lawmaker representing Owerri Municipal at the State House of Assembly, Honorable Solomon Anukam, applauded the governor for restoring the Ekuku market.
This is the MOU, and in this MOU, we have a place said profit sharing formula. The consortium is 70%. Imo State government, because the consortium is having 70% because they are funding the project. So Imo State government is 17.5%. Owerri Indigenes 7.5%. Owerri Municipal Council 5%. This is what we have in this agreement. And of course, it's expected that this percentage is going to take care of whatever the communities want at the end of the project.
In response to the youth leaders' grievances, the Commissioner for Commerce and Industry assured them of getting favorable attention from the state government. Abia State Governor Rosecamille has announced that his administration is set to construct Ungwa, Ohanko, Obohia and Port Harcourt roads. The governor said he was overwhelmed that despite experiencing some challenges, the watershed management and road construction projects were finally underway and gaining momentum. He stated that it is not only Ungwa, Ohanko, Obohia and Port Harcourt roads that will be reconstructed, while adding that the state government intends to finally end the issue of perennial flooding at Ndiegoro that has defied previous administrations in the state. He also appealed to the people of Abia to support the vision of a cleaner and flood-free Aba. People's Democratic Party (PDP) has called on the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) to probe Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State for alleged money laundering. PDP alleged that Bello was using some government officials and private businesses to launder money. The opposition party was reacting to the anti-corruption network's allegation that Bello laundered over 3.7 billion naira through some private individuals. The former ruling party also charged the Kogi governor to respond to the allegation of siphoning billions of naira through awards of contracts without due process to Southbridge Integrated Services Limited to the tune of 624 million naira, in addition to 5 other companies which allegedly got between 22 million naira and 129 million naira. This is 107.3 Darling FM Owerri. If you are just joining us, you are listening to the world news. In the news, NAFDAC approves AstraZeneca vaccine usage in Nigeria as COVID-19 vaccine. Governor Hope Uzodimma warns youths at Ekuku Owerri market to desist from disrupting the progress of the project. Still to come, Egypt's petroleum subsides down to 45%. Stay tuned.
Missed any of the developing stories during the week? Do you want to get up to speed with the news? Tune in to the People's Radio 107.3 Darling FM at noon every Saturday for the Week in Review. The Week in Review, reminding you of the week's stories today.
Thank you for staying with us here on 107.3 Darling FM. Now to the foreign scene. Egyptian subsidies on petroleum products dropped by about 45% in the first half of the current financial year 2020-2021. Petroleum Minister Tarek El Molla announced that the petroleum subsidies had fallen to 8.4 billion Egyptian pounds in the first half of the current financial year, compared to 15.25 billion Egyptian pounds last financial year. Since July 2014, fuel prices in Egypt have witnessed 5 big jumps, starting from 13% to a 305% increase. After assuming office in 2014, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has been seeking to reduce energy subsidies and supplies in an attempt to decrease a country's worsening budget deficit. And that's the world news as produced by Ezine Glory Alazie. You can reach our news desk for coverage and eyewitness report on 0818 732 5104 or send an email to darlingfmnews@gmail.com. You can also listen to Darling FM from anywhere in the world. Go to www.darlingfm.ng and click to listen. Stay safe. And don't forget to wash your hands regularly with soap under running water. And use a face mask if you must go out. I am Chidera, Rosecamille, Aneke. News update is at 5 p.m.